to read between the wines.
Cheers.
Cheers. So today we have Anne again.
Hello. I'm back.
So tell us about yourself. And all things book related.
Born and raised in Cincinnati.
West side, worst side.
West side, best side. See, I went to school at UC. I live now like on the east side, I guess, technically.
Yeah. There's only two sides.
I work at P&G. I go to CrossFit with Becky at Illuminate. I also have a side baking business, so just put a little plug into that.
What's it called?
Like A to Z Bakery, because my last name is Zoller.
Where can we find you?
On Instagram, or just direct message me via Becky. But yeah, find me on Instagram. I'm happy to get your sweet tooth satisfied.
What's your handle?
I think it's A to Z Bakery. I think that's about it. I love books. I have been recently doing more audiobooks because I have found I fall asleep quickly when I
We'll get there.
It's a little bit about me. Tell me about yourself.
I got nothing. What are you currently reading?
It's funny you ask. Well, one book hasn't changed. I typically am always reading two. One is a physical book and one is an audiobook. The physical book is Kingdom of Ash. I always say Tower of Dawn. Kingdom of Ash. It's the last book of the series that we talked about last time. I will say I have made significant progress. I'm on page like 760 of like 9 something. So it actually is ramping up well. And I think the problem I had was I just like got to the middle part, which if you've ever read it, it's just like a lot of like the fighting or like the background scene, and I would just get so tired I would fall asleep. But it is really good. I'm not trying to like
just rearranging. My bad. Okay. It's really good.
So it actually is, like, I do love it. Because people are like, oh, like, do you like the ACOTAR and the whatever? Yes, I do like it a little more than ACOTAR. But it's just this last book is just killing me because it's so big. It's literally like 4 books in one. But by the next time I'm on the show, I will be
done with it. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear the full recap.
Yeah.
Of that book and the series, but mostly really just that book.
Yeah, so I'm excited as well. Because that will be a journey that will been complete, because I technically started it last January, the whole series. So the other book I'm reading, well, hold on, let me pull up my Goodreads because I forget the name of the one before it. But I'm reading right now Into Thin Air, which is literally about like the Mount Everest climb. John.
Someone specific?
Yes. John.
Has only one person ever done it?
I'm not sure. That's a great question. I read James right before this.
Oh! We have to get back to that.
Yes. So right now I'm reading, it's basically a climb of Mount Everest by the guy, I'll pull up my
who did it. I feel like he cannot be the only one that's ever done it.
No, he was like part of a track. John Krakauer?
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm reading that. Shout out to Lauren Paley because she gave me that book. So I did recently read that, and then We Live Here Now, and
because of
Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. Those 3 were all recent.
We Live Here Now?
Yes.
Bury Your Bones
in
the Midnight Soil.
And the one that...
And James?
Yeah, James. Those are my 3 recent after
my
the one...
3. Yes.
And then also the one that your friend wrote.
Oh. All I wanted was sushi but I was abducted by aliens.
So anyways, James was the most recent, and then now I'm into Thin Air.
Okay. I started James earlier this year, audiobook.
Yes.
And is it the Huckleberry Finn?
Yes.
But the slave's point of view.
Yep.
I had it on my hold on Libby for forever because everyone was just like, this book is so incredible, blah, blah, blah. And then I got it, and it was like perfect timing. I just finished another book. I was like, cool, I'll just start this. And then I did not know what I was like. I knew nothing about this
Same.
book whatsoever,
Same.
and I just started, and I was very, very like confused. And then I kind of looked into the whole backstory. I've never read Huckleberry Finn.
Same.
Okay, so
I was a little lost.
I don't know if my headspace just like wasn't in for that book at that time. I don't know. Sometimes you just don't vibe with a book in that moment. Everyone said it was so good that I feel like I need to revisit it because I did not finish it. I think I got maybe like 10-15% in or something. He had just run away from home or something.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. Not far into the book at all. Yeah, tell me your thoughts.
So, I did an audiobook. It was, I think, hard to follow because I kept getting, like, cut off when I would, like, go do something. I'm like, oh, shoot, I need to go finish it. It was good. I would say it got high reviews. I gave it, like, a 3.5.
Okay.
It just didn't catch my attention, like, super well. But I also, like...
Do you think it would make sense to read Huckleberry Finn
Probably.
before?
Probably.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I've never read it, so I felt a little bit, and then I was like, oh, wait. Reread the inside, and I was like, oh, this is exactly what you said from his perspective, from the slave's perspective. So maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
But it was overall, like, pretty good. I just was at the bookstore getting a book for just, like, another one to read, and I was with my mom, and the woman had, like, pointed out some books for her, and then she, like, pointed to James. She's like, oh, he has such a good book. And so I was like, oh, I need to read it. And it was available on the Libby app, so I was like, I'll just download it. But I would say it's a good read just to, like, you know, cross it off.
I have no idea where I just put the correspondent, but I feel like that's exactly what happened to me. Oh, it's down here on the pile.
Yeah.
I was at the bookstore, and I literally just went in to, like, buy a gift card, and then you can't just go into a bookstore and, like, only buy a gift card, so I was perusing a bit. So many reviews of people just, like, being obsessed with it. My sister also loved it so much, and then another girlfriend of mine loved it, and so I was, like, picking it up to read what it was about, which I never do with books. Like, I literally just judge a book by its cover or by the author, and I'll read it. But I was reading the whatever synopsis of it, and this other woman in the store was just like, oh my god, this book was incredible, like, you have to get it. That was like, sold. Obviously. She said this was incredible, so like, I'm gonna get it. And it was, I have not read it yet, but
okay. I have also
But you can read it when I'm done.
Yes, I was gonna say I've heard good things, so I do wanna get your thoughts on it. No, you let me know. I'll read it after because I still have like 200 pages of the current one. But I'll let you know when I'm done, and maybe you know.
Yeah. Well, I am reading Alchemize by Lin Sun Yu. It's upstairs by bedside. Have you heard anything about it?
I thought when you said it, you meant The Alchemist, and that's a much smaller book.
Yeah, no.
Alchemize
is like, I think 1,200 pages, or just under 1,200 pages.
It's really overwhelming.
Yes. And it's fantasy, and I'm just, like, not into it. But my friend Peach told me all about the history of this book, basically.
Okay.
And if I get this wrong, it's Peach's fault, not mine. So, just saying.
Yikes.
I believe it's a woman, wrote this entire big fan fiction on Harry Potter, Draco Malfoy, and Hermione Granger getting together.
Oh!
Yeah.
Love that.
And just, like, what is happening?
Yeah.
It caught on the interweb, and people went wild for it.
As they should.
And she, like, could not do anything with her fanfic because it's Harry Potter. Absolutely no rights to like
Anything.
She just could not do anything with this other than like write about it and publish it on like, not even publish it, like just word blog it on the internet. And then I think a publisher did pick her up, and they like revamped the entire story to like take out all Harry Potter features.
So it's like esque. It's like Harry Potter-esque.
Reading it now, like, I know exactly who Draco is. I know exactly who Hermione is. Like, there's still magic, but it's not magic. It's alchemy. And, like, you know who Voldemort is. Like, you just... If
you can
you're,
feel it.
Yeah, like, if you're into
that.
Harry Potter, like, you just know what's happening.
Yes.
And, again, I don't know if, like, Peach just made this all up, and I'm, like, full throttle, like... making it work in my head, but I'm here for it and I love it.
I love that. That could be my next read. I feel like when you said 1200, I was like, nope. But now that you said that, I'm like, actually, yeah. I changed my mind.
And it's also, like, it takes place in a different time than Harry Potter. Like, I also am, like, getting an inkling for, like, who Snape is and who... like, some of the other, like, pretty big characters were after the last book, but had the bad guys won.
Oh, so it's like a spin on, like, what could have happened.
Yeah.
But it didn't. Like, it's like, okay, if this obviously did, but, like, what if it went this direction?
Yeah. And I also, right now, 220 pages in.
When did you start it? That's pretty impressive. 220. I feel like we just talked about it. That's
a book. But also...
yeah. I read one book.
But we're also in... It's like the first week of January is now done. Or today. We're in day 7.
So do you count that as one book still in Goodreads?
We had this conversation last time. Yeah. I count a book...
as a book.
As a book.
It's tragic. That's really... You too, but in...
like, in reality, like, that...
Because then if, like, you, like, look back at your month, you're like, wow, January I read one book. But I really read 5.
Yeah. I mean, if I, like, were to use the average of, like, 300 pages per book, like, yeah, it's fine.
But honestly, I feel like a book like that, you're gonna read very fast. Because you love already the theme of it.
Well, and
you're engaged.
Look at Harry Potter. If you look at the whole series, people, like, fly through those in a couple weeks. And that's, like, way more than 1,200 pages. Yeah. So it's, like, it just seems really overwhelming when it's all, like, in one book. Because it's just like, a book, but whatever.
My niece is reading the Harry Potter, too. I took her to the bookstore for her birthday. Because we had a little shopping day. Finley. And I was like, well, you know, we went to her favorite stores, and at the end I was like, well, why don't we run it into the bookstore and you can see? And she was just loving it. And she's reading...
Barnes & Noble?
Yes.
In Kenwood? Yeah.
She's reading the first one with my brother, and she just finished it. And then now she's, like, so excited. So we, like, saw the Harry Potter. She's like, oh my gosh, this one's next.
I love that.
Great series.
I love that.
For all ages.
Yeah. Forever.
I know, I was even thinking when she said that, I'm like, I should probably reread them because I do really enjoy them. And it took me a while to, like, get on the Harry Potter train, and then once I did, I'm like, why did they take so long?
I did not, because Charlie was just telling me about how they do circle time, where, like, the teacher will read a book, like, out loud to them. And she's in 3rd grade now, and I was just like... I remember my 3rd grade teacher was reading us the first Harry Potter when it came out. And then I remember my 4th grade teacher, he was also reading us Harry Potter when it came out. And then the first movie came out, and I was like, I know millennials are just, like, so stuck on, like, being the best and worst generation ever. But, like, if there is one thing to be, like, so magically, like, grateful for. It's having grown up with Harry Potter.
Yeah.
That I'm like, thank God I had those teachers that like read, because I've never liked fantasy. I've tried to like physically read them. Yeah. And I've never been able to reread them. I've listened to them on audio.
Wait, Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, I can have people read them to me. I can't sit and read them. And I think a big issue with that is I'm not big on rereading books in general. Yeah. Because I think I get bored because I just, like, I already know what happens.
So you end up skipping to the end.
That was yes. No, I'm just kidding. It's just, like, it doesn't keep me as engaged as a new book would. Because,
yeah.
And so
you already can anticipate what's coming. So you're like, well, I'm not even excited to keep this, so I might as well just close it.
Do something else. Yeah.
That's
I, like, need to get this out of my vocabulary. I keep saying I don't like fantasy. And I think I really just say that because I didn't like ACOTAR. But, like, there are so many other fantasy books
that are really good
that I've read that I've really, really enjoyed. I think it was Allie. She, like, opened my eyes to the fact that, like, fantasy isn't just, like, fairies and dragons and magic. Even just anything that's not reality is technically fantasy, that I'm like, okay, I do like it, I guess. It just depends on what. But what is it?
Alchemize, you said? Yeah. Not the alchemist, but no. I think you said alchemize.
I think it is alchemize. I don't know what it is. That's very Harry Potter-ish and fantasy and, like, not real at all, but I am very...
So that's...
I don't know anything about this, so, like, I'm hyped. I don't know. Yeah.
I kind of want to read it now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, I do. I don't know. I say kind of. I do want to read it.
I haven't.
So, my goal is to finish my book by the end of this month.
Oh, 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah, it was prior December 31st, so we did pass that, which is okay. But, yeah. That could be next. Is The Book Thief, right there, is that a thriller?
I'm about a third of the way in.
Okay.
I started that book 4 or 5 years ago. I really like the theme of it and the concept behind it. I just haven't really gotten that into it. Basically, it takes place, I think, during World War II. Also, like, again, it's been a few years since I picked it up.
The fact that you even remember that for 5 years is
maybe
impressive.
But basically, a lot of the book, if not all of it, is from Death's point of view. Oh. So, like, it is really, like, a very, very cool concept. I think I have a hard time reading World War II books and, like, getting into that headspace. So I don't know why I, like, didn't pick it up. But they've made a, like, movie about it. And I think it's, like, a very, very famous book at this point.
Well, I saw it and I've heard of it. I've never read it, so I just was curious of.
Yeah. Me either. We live here now. Because I know you and I both got bullied into reading that by Megan.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was confused by the end. Were you?
No. I followed along. But remember, I read the last page, even though
that's not fair. You can't do that. But I literally was like, I just feel like I was confused a lot of the book. And then at the end, I was like, wait, did someone... And I don't want to give it away. I'm like, did someone kill someone and then someone really killed the other person? It was confusing. Do you see how it could be?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Do you watch scary movies?
No.
Okay.
I only read, like, semi-jumpy thrillers, but not, like, horror stuff.
So I'm very big into scary movies.
Okay.
And I feel like We Live Here Now gave very massive Skeleton Key vibes, which then Jordan Peele stole that concept and made another movie. Man, I talk so much shit on this movie all the time because it is such a ripoff of the Skeleton Key. And everyone who watched the Jordan Peele movie before the Skeleton Key is like, well, Jordan Peele's movie is so much better. But it's like, yeah, because you didn't know, like, the fucking original. But basically the concept of those movies is like their souls essentially keep like taking over new bodies. So like they never actually die.
Okay.
They just like take the soul of like the young body and like swap it out, so then the like young people are in these like old crippled deathly bodies, and then like, and they do that like for generations and generations and whatever. And so I feel like that was very much well, like it wasn't the same concept, but like it was almost the entire time I was reading that book, I was waiting for that to happen. Like,
because you already have like, seen that.
Yeah. Like that one couple that the hot husband and the like.
And they got together or whatever.
He's the like artist that likes all the nudes, and then like, his really chill girlfriend or whatever. Like, because they were a bit older than this new couple that moved in, I was like, oh, like is something about to happen with them? Which, I mean, it did.
That's what I was referring to, yeah.
But I was definitely like expecting something different. I don't know. I didn't hate it. I just know Megan like loved it. And I don't think I can like sit there and be like, oh my god, it was so good. It was alright for me.
I think I love thrillers. And I don't know if it was my favorite thriller, but it was good. It was like, it kept me engaged. But I was confused, and I still at the end, I was still a little like, wait, okay. I don't know why. And I also think it's probably because I did audio. And sometimes when I do audiobooks,
I'm not
as engaged. And then I'm like, if I'm going for a walk, I'm like, oh, wait, okay, I need to back up again because something big happened. And I need to be, like, paying attention. So then I go back, and it's like, okay, I think then I understand. But it was good, but not, like, my favorite.
I think I very much enjoyed the first half of the book because Megan was, like, so into it. And I was giving her, like, play-by-plays of like my reactions to things, and that was also just very fun to do. But I think then throughout the book, I think it like took a very long time to get to the point.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it was kind of confusing, because you're like, wait, okay, and I don't want to say too much in case if people read it, but I'm like,
it's also okay. Like, you're allowed spoiling books that have been out for a minute. But we can also move on to Bury Your Bones Over the Midnight Soil. Is that it?
I did not know that was about vampires.
I don't know anything about this book.
Did you read it?
No, I haven't read it yet. I read Addie LaRue.
Yeah.
And I loved it. Like, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue was like one of my favorite books, whatever the year was that it came out. I think it was like 2019.
I do need to read that. I've heard great things. The way you're speaking about it, I don't think is probably going to live up to those standards. But it was good. Like, it was like from 3 different people. Okay. And it kind of like is a story of like how it's intertwined. But I did not realize that the book was about vampires.
So,
like, I did not, and I probably should have, like,
looked into it.
I don't even know if it says it on the front. But it was good. I would need to read Addie LaRue to be able to, like, compare the two.
Well, and, like, I feel like The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue is one of those books that is fantasy. But because it wasn't, like, magic fantasy... Well, I guess it sort of is magic. But, like, because it wasn't Harry Potter world magic, I, like, never really considered it fantasy. I was just like, oh, it's just, like, its own little thing. But it is fantasy-ish. But it was... I honestly can't even tell you what it's about anymore. Like...
Invisible Life of Addie LaRue?
Yeah. Like...
Is that, like, they go back in time or no?
I think.
I don't know why I feel like that is like the theme of it, but maybe it's not.
All that remains of that book with me is like the fact that I fucking loved it. Like,
that's a great way to
loved reading it, and I just remember being done and being like, wow, this was so good. No idea what the fuck it was about. Absolutely none. But
and that's okay. The fact that you loved it and you still have those good memories from it.
But whatever.
Take it and run.
I got like way more into like Bookstagram between Addie LaRue and this, and I think everyone on Bookstagram was also like in the same exact boat of like Addie LaRue was so good. I think my sister is the only person I've ever met that did not like love Addie LaRue. But yeah, because there was like so much hype about that, when this one came out years later, everyone was just like, oh my god, that I was like, yeah, same. Like, went out and bought it. Like, the second I saw it, I didn't go out to buy it, but like, I think I was at Target or something. It was just like, oh, it's right there, I'm taking it. Yeah, then I still haven't read it.
Well, this should be then added to that pile, maybe.
Let me tell you about a book I read in December that I fucking loved. And it's ridiculous, but have you read this?
If We Were Villains. No.
Okay. If We Were Villains by Emil Rio. It is, I feel like 2025 was a year of reading ridiculously pretentious books. Of like, I got very, very influenced by Bookstagram on just like, oh, you should read all these like deep and meaningful or whatever books. And I feel like this was one of them.
Yeah.
But like, it wasn't, because it was. So, let me tell you about it. Also, it's been out for a while, so like, no fucking spoilers. This book is about a group of students who I think are in their senior year of college.
Okay.
The school that they go to is like this itty bitty private school in, I think, like the outskirts of Chicago or like somewhere there. Basically, the way this college works is it is a Shakespearean college. Like, everything at this school revolves about like around Shakespeare. You level up each year, where they do have different, like, you have your actors, you have your stage crew, you have your costume designers, and like all the different aspects in theater, but this specifically revolves around the actors. And I think it is their senior year. And basically, freshman year, there's like, I don't even know how many kids. Let's just play pretend 30 or something. And each year, like, you either make the cut or you don't.
Okay.
And if you don't, like, you're just shit out of luck. Like, you just paid 20 grand in tuition for the year, but like the school cut you, so like you're done. Like, you're not going to graduate. That's the end of it. And so like each year, like the kids just get like really, really close because they go through so much like trauma bonding, essentially. These two boys are best friends. Then there's a girl and another boy who are dating. And then there's two other girls who are just like good friends. One of those girls and the guy who's dating someone are cousins. And then there's another boy who's gay.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's 3 and 3. So it's just like following them through senior year. And then the guy who, and they all are like typecasted. Like, book starts off with them all sitting in their like little housing, which is like this little castle-esque building that's like on school property.
Yeah.
Yeah, basic. That is what I imagine. It was like that a common room in Gryffindor. So they're all sitting there in front of a fire, like reading their scripts and their books, and then like the one guy is just like, oh, well, I already like know how all our auditions are gonna go tomorrow. And then sure enough, everyone was casted exactly how they like thought it was gonna go. And the guy that always gets like the main lead roles is the same guy who's dating the one girl. And the girl is also like the vixen. Like she is gorgeous and curvy and just like God's gifts to earth. Whatever. And yada yada yada, a bunch of stuff happens. That guy is murdered. And so then it's the book like veers into just like figuring out,
it's like a murder mystery,
what the fuck happened. Then it has another really dramatic shift of you know what happened.
Okay.
And like you know who takes the blame. And then you find out what really happened. And then, like, you're just sitting there, me, being so sad and, like, emotionally attached to this. I'm just, like, sitting there sobbing, reading, like, what this person did to their life. And then there's another fucking twist at the end, and you're just like...
You're like, I can't take any more twists?
Yeah.
Please don't do any more twists.
Literally, but it was like a fucking happy ending in like a way that you can't even imagine this book having a happy ending. Okay. You can borrow it. I'm done.
I might have to. You're hyping it up. I'm loving this.
I don't know if it's because it's like one of my most recent reads. It's fucking amped me up. I love this.
I also like the cover of it.
It was just really...
So it is more in the like mystery field.
Yes, but it's still really artsy and pretentious, and there is a lot of like Shakespeare.
Never heard of this author either.
I think that might have been her debut.
What a way to come out.
Now also wrote Hot Wax.
Oh.
I don't know if you've heard of that.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, like a shit ton of Shakespeare is quoted in this, which like is fine. I just kind of like read it and it didn't like register because I'm not a Shakespeare gal, but like it didn't like give or take away from the story at all. It just like was in there.
It was added, like it was there. Okay.
And like it makes sense in the story, but like I don't know, whatever. It's like too deep for me.
I'll take it home.
And the main character, well, one of the 6 main characters, but like he is kind of the main character. Of course, he's from fucking Ohio. So it's just like, oh yeah,
Ohio? Ohio.
The one like chapter just starts off with like Christmas time in Ohio was like absolutely fucking miserable or something like that. And I'm like, wow, this hits. I just love when shitty things happen in Ohio. In books or movies. It's what puts us on the map.
It is. You're like Ohio. Yes. Now people are going to start going.
I mean, you would not believe, when I was living in Germany, people knew like where Cincinnati, Ohio was because of how many shitty movie references there are to Ohio or Cincinnati, where people are like, oh, where are you from? Oh, Ohio.
They're like, okay.
I thought I was gonna be that like random Midwestern American person that's just, you're not gonna know where I'm from or where. Cincinnati, Ohio. Oh yeah, like in that movie. Yeah. Yes, that's exactly.
Thank you for putting that. For sure.
It's really not as bad as Hollywood makes it out to be.
It's not horrible. I promise.
Have you read?
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Have you read any Ellen Hildebrand books?
Yes.
Okay. What ones have you read? I also do a lot of hers on audio because I feel like they're really good palate cleansers.
I have not read that Nantucket one.
It's kind of a ghost
The Perfect Couple. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh. She wrote that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I've read that, but I don't remember.
I was excited to get you The Academy, but I haven't read that. But the woman at the bookstore was saying that was really good.
To the internet. Heard that was really good. But I know nothing about it. But
I know, I don't know a ton about it. Something about, I think she's going off to college. I don't remember.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to start reading it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll find out what it's about.
Yeah.
But
so, what are your favorites of Ellen?
I honestly, I don't even know. I did think the Hotel Nantucket was really cute and quirky because it is a weird ghost story, and that was cute. But then the Paradise series, I don't think I ever actually finished it. I think it's about an older woman.
Okay.
With grown children. So she's kind of grandma status almost.
Okay.
Is widowed and just her finding love again. So it's just sweet and cute. I don't know if she's actually a widow or what, but I just remember it being a series of an older woman falling in love. And so sweet. I love that. I know I read I've read a bunch of other books of hers. I don't know. I feel they're all very just cute and sweet. They have happy endings. If you just need a feel-good book.
Like an Emily Henry book, kind of.
But lighter. I feel they're not quite as deep with the backstory and the character development. It's just you get what you get. You want a sweet little happy ending love story.
You can kind of... I do, I've only read that Perfect Couple one.
Remarkably Bright Creatures?
Yes.
Okay.
I did like that one.
I loved it.
I thought I'm drawing a blank on the octopus's name. Hilarious.
Marcel.
They were just
Marcellus
or something like that.
Yeah.
Just so funny.
So sweet.
Dry humor, but good, cute. And then their bond was just so sweet. It was a really cute book.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. I read that I don't know, a year or two ago. Mm-hmm. But it was cute. I also liked the front of it, and I'm this is just a fun looking book.
Absolutely.
Who writes that one again? I forget.
Shelby Van Pelt.
I've never heard anything else by her.
No, me either. But I hope she writes something else.
My sister wants me to read the Fourth Wing series. Mm-hmm. Or Onyx Storm, whatever. I don't remember the whole
Fourth Wing is the first one.
Okay. Yeah, she's I already have the second one ready for you. I'm okay, well, I have to read the first one first. But I'm told that I need to read that series. Yay or nay?
Just had this conversation with Megan. I loved Fourth Wing. I've had this conversation, I think, on every episode. I loved Fourth Wing. It is...
We don't have to rehash it if you
It's okay. It's fantastic. The first book, amazing. And first book, best book. After that, it's going to be a 5-book series. And even with, book 2, it already, drastically fell off for me. And then I read book 3. Onyx Storm is the third one. Iron Flame is the second one, I think. Sure. I don't know. I don't remember, but it just, by the time I finished the third one, I was just
meh.
And normally, I don't quit series. And so I can't even say that, I'm not going to read the next one that comes out because I already read 3 out of 5. So, I'm committed now. Just, even the, style of writing and stuff just quit doing it for me. By the end of the third book, she brought in 3 or 4 different perspectives of characters that I was who the fuck are you? I don't remember.
You're another new one? Another new person?
I don't remember at what point you came into this story, and now I'm reading this story from your perspective. Also, since when? Because throughout the entire series, it was from 2 people. And now, all of a sudden, in book 3, the last third of it,
There's
you're
so many other
like throwing in all the that like
we don't need all these inputs.
It was just very hard to follow.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only thing that like makes me really love this series is that like the dragons talk and like you get to know them. I love them. They're
Dragons are cool.
They are really freaking
Well, I would
cool.
think they're cool, but
Yeah.
I don't really know.
No, they're for sure cool.
Yeah. Like,
But
I mean the dragons.
you learn to love them, but yeah, it just... And I know you do this on purpose, but like she fucking leaves every book on a cliffhanger where it's just, no, you have to read the next book. But then you start the next book and it takes... They're big books. Like it takes 300 pages to finally wrap up the cliffhanger from the previous book. Just roll into the next one.
Yeah.
I think you should definitely read Fourth Wing.
Okay.
I don't think you need to
do the whole series.
Yeah.
So, but the way you just said it though, does Fourth Wing
Yes,
end?
it ends on a cliffhanger.
Yes, yeah, I don't like that.
But then, honestly, I think you could skip
Iron Flame?
the next two. Wait till this like fourth one comes out, and then
When is that one coming out?
I think this year.
Is this the last one?
No, it's 4 of 5.
4 out of 5? At this point, I might as well just wait till all 5 are out.
But touche. And then you can just read book 1 of 5 and probably like get the entire gist of it without having to read 2, 3, and 4.
Are other people who are on the series feel the same way as you?
Megan, I think is reading or just finished.
I think she's reading.
Onyx Storm. And she was saying she's having a hard time
finishing it,
keeping up with what's happening. I think said had just reread one of them.
Okay.
To prep for this one because there was such a big break between her reading the two, and she still is like, who is this person? What's happening? I'm having a hard time keeping up with what's
knowing
what.
Who's who.
That I'm like, cool, not just me.
You're like, I hear you. I also am feeling the same way.
Yeah. And I don't know, I haven't talked in detail with other people on it, but I feel like it has been pretty common that...
That's the theme of how people feel.
Yeah. Fourth Wing, incredible.
Okay, good to know. I'll just go ahead and read that.
I don't know. I feel like this is also the first time I'm only reading one book.
Really? Well, it's also 1,200 pages, so I think that you should probably just read this one. Because that seems like a commitment.
It is.
I like to just like listen to something. That's why I always like do two, and the one that I'm listening to usually is like something that I've just had on my list, and I'm like, oh, I kind of want to just like get through it, but I have a stack of so many books that I'm like, okay, these are like the ones that are next, but then I keep hearing of other ones, and I'm like, shoot, like this?
Yeah.
That might just bump up.
I also still have Dark Matter.
Love that.
It's your copy.
I love that.
It's out there. And
did you finish it?
I haven't started it.
Oh, okay.
And I also want to read Project Hail Mary.
I love that one even more, actually.
Is it by the same person? Or just like the same kind of vibe?
The one is, same kind of like sci-fi-ish. Like the one, like they're on the science side. The one is like alternate realities and they're going through different doors and like...
That's Dark Matter.
Yeah. And then Project Hail Mary is more like space-related. Still futuristic, but that I loved that one too because it talks about like the science while they're up in the air and all this stuff that they're doing, and
you love
it's just
science.
a very like heartfelt book too. Dark Matter is a little darker, but it is still really interesting to think about the way that like these things are coming through and different like I don't know. They go into these different like worlds and these different open up different doors and then it's all of a sudden this new reality. It's very interesting. So they're both like kind of in that like sci-fi-ish, I guess.
Okay.
But love them.
Also,
but I feel like I need a break between those. Like I'll like be good to read a sci-fi and then I'm like, all right, now I need a mystery, now I need a thriller, now I need a romance.
Have you read any Agatha Christie's books?
What would be one? I know the name.
Well, so she wrote, like, most famous Murder on the Orient Express and Death on the Nile. And, like, have you watched any of those movies? Okay. She is, I think, the, like, biggest female author, if not author. Like,
of all time?
Like, that has written the most books ever. And she does all these, like, really quirky murder mysteries. Did you just say you have not seen any of those movies either? Okay.
So
you need to do like both. I would probably read it, then watch them.
Okay.
But like Murder on the Orient Express, I think has like 10 different film adaptations. Like they're so good. But Miss Marple is one of her, like, detectives. She's just, like, an old lady detective. Then she also has, I don't know his first name, but Perot. Except for, like, in French. Perot. I don't know. But he is, like, the detective on Murder on the Orient Express, Death on the Nile, and, like, all the, like, new film adaptations that they're making, and all those movies are also really good. But I feel like when you, like, need a palate cleanser of just, like, a sweet whatever, these are small town murder mysteries.
And like, they're not overly, like, long either.
Yeah, they're older. Like, I don't know when she died, but a while ago. So they're not, like, super vulgar or graphic or just like intense or drama. Like I think half these people like write letters or like still knock on doors. Like it's still that like
old school feel. Yeah,
where it's not just social media and like I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Guns.
So I have All the Colors of the Dark. Have you read that?
I don't think so.
Chris Whitaker, that's on my list. Meet Me at the Lake.
Yeah, absolutely. I have it. Do you need to borrow it?
Maybe, yes.
Okay.
This summer will be different.
Do you need to borrow it?
I think those go together.
It.
Yeah. Which I just am going to start now is Buckeye.
I've heard great things. I haven't read it, but okay.
So I just got it on audio. Some of these are like meh. The Correspondent is on my list. Call Us What We Carry. Have you read that one?
I don't know. I haven't read it. I don't know if I've heard of it.
Some of these. Little Secrets. So yeah, I think those are like All the Colors of the Dark. I heard really good things of. Actually, through Lauren Paley too. She said that one we're doing like a book thing. Now this will also be on it. But yeah.
I think my like biggest goal for this year is I just want to get through this entire series.
Which is what?
It's not a series. They're just different books by so bad at pronouncing names and then Russian names on top of that. It's
I don't even know.
I think it's Dostoevsky.
I need to see this a little closer.
Yeah, here.
Crime and Punishment. I feel like, is this a show?
I think they've like made film adaptations of it for sure. But I like my first one that I want to read is the Karamazov brothers.
Sounds exactly what I was going to say.
Yes.
The brothers.
Yes.
So this whole series is on your list for next.
Yes.
This year, sorry.
Yes. I've heard really great things. I've heard all of these have like just really I need to stop like trying to read all these like pretentious intellectual books because like I read for pleasure, but also like historically these are like very deep and meaningful books. So I'm like I would like to just read them to know.
Yeah.
did it go over my head or not? I don't know. We'll
Did
see.
I understand what he was saying or no?
Yeah, or
I can't
like
say his name, but we can fully understand the book. That is a goal.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love that.
and like if I read it and I'm just like, what the fuck did I just read? Great.
And it doesn't even matter.
Like I tried.
Well, and someone could say, like, have you read anything by this person? You at least would be like, yes.
Yeah, actually.
And
His entire work.
Literally
like all his
understood
books.
everything.
Yeah, I'm so smart.
I'm literally like, yeah.
But
good to know.
I don't know. Like I definitely want to get through this.
Yes. I like that.
Whatever.
That's a good goal.
And then other than that, like, yeah, I want to also read all these other ones, but I'm just going to read.
I would say the problem is going to be is something's going to come out and you're going to be like, oh, I love that. You're going to see it at Target or Barnes & Noble's and then you're going to want to get it. So it's okay if your order changes. I mean, it happens. You got to go, like you said, based upon your mood.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel, too. I'm like, ooh, this is next. I'm like, well, maybe it is and maybe it isn't.
I think I ended up putting down probably, like, 15 books this year that, like, I started and I was just like, you know what? Not right now. Like, I'm not saying I'm never going to read them by any means. I definitely still have them on my TBR pile, but I started and I was just not in the right headspace to read this right now. Like James, where like I started it, and typically I am someone that I don't put books down. If I start it, I'm going to finish it. And I think I do still have that mentality where I'm still gonna read James. But before, if I started it in that moment, I'm going to just suffer through it. Where now I've kind of evolved to, it's still on my TBR pile.
Sure.
And I'll get to it, but I don't have to read it right now.
Right. There's a time and a place, because if you're not feeling it when you first pick it up, you're not gonna want to, it's not gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard every single time you pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
That's where I'm at.
Amazing. Yeah. Well, cheers to a year full of great reads.
Yeah. And to you coming back and back and back and back and back.
Yeah, girl, you guys will be seeing a lot of me.
Love it.
Love. Cheers.